Here's one of my favorite parts about Jackalope. There are so many families out there, like on the beach or walking the boardwalk, that are on vacation for a completely different reason than Jackalope, right? And so they're just walking by and they see somebody do a 10-foot air out of the vert ramp, and the kid's face goes from like watching to, and then they turn to their mom or dad and like freak out. You know what I mean? And like that never gets old, dude. To see a kid see something like that for the first time, like that's what ignites that fire for a new generation. There's no better backdrop for it. It's on the beach. You know, you got the ocean in the background. You got sand that you can walk around. You can plop down in the sand and watch a vert competition or a street competition or skimboarding or people walking the slack line from hotel to hotel. It's just the coolest event. And one thing that I realized this weekend too about Jackalope Fest specifically is their focus. Like, yes, they want people to come out and have a good time, obviously. But their big focus is they want to give opportunities to skaters that don't always get invites to other competitions. And so a lot of people who are really good, you know, they get overlooked for whatever reason or something like that. They have a whole program, which I knew about this, the golden ticket thing. They send out people worldwide for months out of the year to scout out men and women, boys and girls of all ages to come out to Jackalope. They get a golden ticket, so they get to go to all 3 Jackalope Fests for whatever year and skate those events. And so what I had always thought was like, you know, the first year of Jackalope here in Virginia Beach, or not here in Virginia Beach, but here in America, they had Tony Hawk come out with and do a demo with, you know, Bucky Vlasic, Elliott Sloan, Mitchie Brusco, Tom Shar. The street skaters were pretty heavy that year too. And so I saw that the first year. Then the second year, the big names kind of fell off just a little bit. And then it kind of equaled out to the second year this year. And I was always, you know, I kind of was going into it like, man, I hope that they're, you know, they're not going to lose the interest of a lot of people because they're not pulling these massive worldwide names into this event. But what I realized this weekend was, because I heard it straight from part of the crew, like, yes, they would obviously love to have that kind of contest one day, right, where the biggest names they want to show up to this contest. But the sole purpose of what they're trying to do right now is to give opportunities to a lot of people that wouldn't normally get to go to an event and skate a competition. So like, I'm pretty sure she finished second in the vert competition, but that girl had never skated an event in her life, and she finished second. And it wasn't because the other girls weren't good, it was because she was that good. Like, she outplaced Jada Ward because she's that good. So Jackalope's main goal is to go out and to find these people and give them these opportunities and boost their career to a place that may never have happened because of, you know, whatever reason, but they're there to be that reason. That in itself is like the most beautiful thing that you could ever put together, is just to give a platform for somebody to have an opportunity to show what they can do. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Like, it makes me emotional thinking about it now. It's happening right in front of us right now. Beaver Fleming, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, the dude's on Nitro Circus. So he travels the world with Travis Pastrana and goes all these places, right? He told the founder of the Fest of Jackalope that he could see that this is like starting to become that next thing where people are going to be talking about Jackalope Fest for a destination vacation when it comes up. The 3-year contract extension this year, along with like where they took things this year and what they introduced and stuff like that, I really believe that next year into the next years, it's truly going to become a massive thing, and there's so many people that are backing it that have been in skating for 40-50 years, you know, talking about the days when Virginia Beach was a hub for skateboarding, vert specifically. This is really starting to become something special. It truly, like, this event does mean more than I can say to me. It changed my life 3 years ago when I went for the first time. All right, I was debating on whether or not I was gonna say this because I don't want it to be like a sad sob thing, right? But for a lot of my life, I felt very invisible because I'm not a super outgoing person. I'm not, like, you know, I've just always been the quiet observer from the crowd, right? I'm the one that's kind of looking around, observing how people are and reading body language, whatever it may be, right? So I've always kind of been invisible, always kind of felt left behind a little bit. I've never really found my place before, and when I went to Jackalope Fest for the first year, naturally went into it nervous. I love skateboarding, but I had never gotten to actually go to an event before because there's nothing around here for that. Never gotten to go to an event, never been around pros before, never gotten to go to a festival like that, so I was naturally nervous. And within the first day of being there, I felt like I was welcomed into a family outside of my own personal family. I was welcomed into a family like never before, and I felt like I fit in for the first time because people don't look at you for what you look like, how skinny you are. I'm talking me personally here because I get that a lot. I got accepted like right away, felt like I fit in, and from there on I've known like where my people were, what my group was. And so when I say it changed my life, like it genuinely did, because ever since then I know no matter what, like I got those people, and I saw people this weekend that I have seen the last couple of years, and that's the only time we get to see each other the whole year. But it's like we're, you know, we picked up right where we left off the year before, and the relationship just continues to grow and stuff like that. And so it's a pretty special thing. That's one of the many beautiful parts about skateboarding, but just action sports in general, is it's a welcoming place, and you don't have to be somebody famous. You don't have to be a freaking movie star to be hanging out with pro athletes and stuff like that. Like, it's a welcome place for everybody. Yeah, that event literally means everything. That's why I was so bummed on Sunday that I couldn't be there and be surrounded by that energy, because that's what feeds me for the entire year, you know?
Seriously, there's about to be a boom in action sports again, but it's because of you guys digging and being like, I believe it. We gotta do this the right way.
Preach, dude.
It's about to blow up.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. That gives me chills, bro. Like Beaver said, like, this has potential to be the next massive thing right here. And that's another thing too. All of this stuff is free, bro. It's free for everybody. Every single event is free to go to. Yeah, they have certain things that you can pay for, right? They had a meet and greet with Bob Burnquist, Angelo Caro, Mickey Papa, a bunch of other people, right? And like, yeah, you could get a ticket to go to that, or you can buy the VIP passes and stuff like that. But like, you can just show up and see everything that happens. That doesn't happen very often, right? Especially in this day and age. Massive shout out to everybody that puts this thing on and keeping it free. The families can go and have a good time and not worry about breaking the bank.